Good morning. So today is April 8th and today is daily attendance for all my classes, right? So like, screenshot, and upload to the link. Hopefully I didn't forget it. If I ever forget it, don't freak. Just send me a little bubble saying that, hey, Miss Servin, the link is there because I usually sometimes forget. So I think we've done an extraordinary, 2 days. I think it's been super, super great. I've graded your daily attendance. So if you upload, you get 100. If you don't, you get a 0, and that's daily attendance. It's like you either go or not. I usually use that as a learning activity. For those of you who do not know, your grades are set up and they are divided into learning activities, exams, and exams, and assignments, okay? So your learning activities is worth 40%. I always get this wrong, so correct me if I'm correct. If I'm incorrect, excuse me. And then your exams are worth 30% and your assignments are worth 30%, okay? So a total of 100%. So your daily attendance for me usually is a classroom discussion, and I'm going to keep it that way. That's worth 40%. So make sure you get that up. I will give you a couple of days, right? And so I have graded it. If you got a 0, that means that you didn't upload it. And the reason that I put a 0 is because you didn't upload it, right? But also to give you a heads up that that's what you're missing. There, for the other assignment that you all had, which was to view the introductory video from YouTube, right? You were supposed to screenshot that. Now I had a couple of students, not many, and some of those students are really like, there wasn't many, but those students that uploaded incorrectly, they uploaded another video. Okay, so part of English is that you need to follow instructions, be able to read appropriately, and be able to write. And you need to follow the instructions. It's not like a free-for-all where you just sort of screenshot my videos, whichever one you get, and that's it. So I commented in your comment section for your grade that that it was an incorrect video to upload it as well. So make sure that make sure you get it correct, okay? You are more than welcome to view my videos on YouTube. I highly encourage you. They're self-empowerment, and I'm a motivational speaker as well. So I encourage you to breeze through them. There is in my videos in my YouTube, I did a pilgrimage this year. For those of you who do not know, I'm very spiritual, and so I went on this spiritual journey this year, and it was in Spain, and it's called El Camino de Santiago, the way, and there's a movie about it, and it's very, very interesting, and the movie's pretty legit, and it's really sort of what turns out. So I walked for 30 days, about 21 kilometers, which is equivalent to about anywhere from 12 to 16 miles a day for 30 days to get to one side of Spain, northern Spain, to the other side, and I ended up in Santiago, in Catedral de Santiago, Compostela. So part of the blogging, because my students wanted me to blog it, so part of the videos on YouTube is the journey and the trip to Spain in my spiritual path. Excuse me, I have lilacs here, and they're really, really doing a number on me with my allergies. So I think it went really, really well. What else? There was, I think I mentioned on the introductory video, you need to make sure that the introductory video is correct, and you need to upload, and that was one of the assignments. Make sure that your daily attendance is appropriate as well. I think I already mentioned that. I don't know, I forget what I mentioned. This Friday is Good Friday, so we will be having Friday off, so we will not have daily attendance on Friday because it's off. So it's amazing to see that it's Easter, right? And so we're gonna do a lot of adjustments. I usually have, I usually do a pilgrimage as well, and that's sort of how I started my pilgrimages to Chimayo in Santa Fe. And they have a very sacred chapel there that they are supposed to have sacred, dirt and this and that. So I've gone for like a decade, more than a decade, and this is the first year that I won't go. So, so lots of adjustments that we have to do, but we try as best as we can to adjust And so we'll see. I'm sort of glad I went to Spain. So that's the other thing. Don't do anything that I haven't told you. So I have really heavy duty overachievers, and they've already like done their first, especially English 145. They've already done a couple of chapters. Don't do it until I tell you what to do. That we're not going to be doing all of it in all the book. We are going to be using the book, but I've thought about maybe sort of integrating it. But you guys have been great. Your assignments so far are these, okay? You had to subscribe to YouTube, right? You have to check on daily attendance and upload that. You had to have the assignment, which was introductory to the course, and then and I think that's it for right. You need to get your book and be able to, for English 145, be able to sign up to it. And then English 133, you're supposed to pick it up. I have really good students. Some of them went and picked up their physical book last week. So that was brilliant. Thank you so much. I also have a student that was really neat, and he's the only one that did this. He did a thumbs up, and he like took a selfie, right, with me on the screen in his computer. The screenshots of me were hilarious. I really enjoyed my grading. It was really, really funny because I looked at some of them were backwards, and so that was very interesting as well. I think that's it. Oh, team meetings. So I told you that I wanted to have a team meeting this week. It's not looking like that. I haven't been able to set up the groups, and I've also had attendance issues on my end for the program. So we're adjusting. We're gonna leave the team meetings for next week, so that way we don't worry about it. The email also was an assignment, and everybody did really well on the email. I have some students that don't know how to get their email, so if somebody on the comments can sort of state and give a little bit of instructions on how to access your email, that would be great. If not, make sure that you call SU, our campus on Southwest University, and then have ask to speak to the IT guys, and they will walk you through anything. So I think I haven't forgotten anything for today. I think it's been a really good week. Thank you so much for your patience. And as is life, right? We have to work through things, in the Cengage, I finally worked through things. That's another class, but so, and if you don't know, then you go in and you sort of figure it out, and you go in and you go in and you go in. You can't break anything. Hopefully you won't lose anything, and if you do, we'll try to find it in terms of classes or grades and all that. So chill out. I don't want this class to be stressful for you in any way. English in of itself is very boring, but it's something that is very well needed, and we will be discussing in my lectures the importance of English and the importance of expanding your vocabulary, being able to speak appropriately and adequately, and being able to write as well. I love everybody. Please be patient with me with my sometimes I misspell things or whatever, because my setup is kind of weird, but I love that everybody says good morning, good afternoon, whatever. So that's proper etiquette. I encourage you to use it. This is the time to use proper etiquette through the writing and through the reading for both of my classes, to be able to get used to it. We text so much, and so during our text we usually abbreviate a lot of things, or we don't do complete sentences or whatever. So when you're emailing, try as best as you can to do complete sentences and structure the email as formally as you can. It'll help you get used to whatever type of business and emails that you're going to have to do. So this is really, really exciting. I'm going to try to make it as pleasurable as English can. As I've said, English is kind of boring, but nonetheless, it's an extraordinary language, and we need to be able to fully understand it and fully master it. And so I encourage you to start read up on all sorts of stuff. I usually do current affairs and see what it is that you've been reading up on and what it is that your comments are. I want to thank Jessica for the daily quotes. Make sure that you check through through her, and in her comments there's always a daily quote. And so there was a really neat daily quote yesterday I should have written down, but I don't have it. So I think that's it. See you on the other side, and I will be doing individual videos for English 145 and English 133. Great day. Ciao.